Hey guys, welcome back to the Let's Play Persona 4 Arena, Part 2. Okay, here we go. Last episode we beat the shit out of Yosuke. We're at 3.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Shut
This
up.
I wish you good luck.
Okay, I heard enough. Yuna Kuni versus Yukiko Amagi.
Final! Fight!
Zio. PSB. Okay, Persona SB.
Yukiko Senpai and her fans are taking the stage! Will they push on through?
What?
A tremendous blow already! In the end, the victor was no surprise!
Okay. Just gonna do 30 minutes stream.
The winner is you, Senpai! What an utter thrashing!
Oh great, Laura Bailey is the best.
I love all this animosity!
Animosity? What does that even mean? That doesn't make any sense, seriously.
These cocky, self-righteous friends showing how they really feel by beating the crap out of each other.
Wow.
That's the real thrill of the P1 Grand Prix!
P1 Grand Prix? I hope you're not taking a piss, you know. I don't care to hear any more of Teddy's jests. I still have reservations about fighting against my friends, but I now know that there is no other way to save them. I'm resolved to do what must be done. Also, there's no knowing if Teddy and Rize have been affected just like Yosuke and Yukiko had. If they are, then there's no use in trying to talk them through the monitor like this. That's the conclusion I've come to, but Miss President seems to have no other...
How much further are you gonna push this? Why are you doing it anyway?
She has a Brooklyn accent. Bossy bitch.
These guys are friends! What's so much fun about making friends fight each other?
Miss President vents her frustration at Teddy's image on the monitor. But I was a bit surprised at how she worded it. She seems more upset that she was making friends fight each other, not why he had dragged the entire school in this mess. We've only just met, but she's clearly sympathizes but doesn't understand the pain we're going through. I'm embarrassed, but proud at the same time. A girl with compassion would be such a great council president. It's no wonder she was elected to represent the student body of Yasogami.
It's all right. Thanks, though.
It's not alright! This is...
This is what? Annoying? She's still worked up and she lashes out at me. Perhaps her heart is a little too honest, but her anger sets my mind at ease. She's right. What General Teddy is doing right now cannot be forgiven. I glare at the monitor.
Sorry, but you're not getting your wish.
What?
Did you think this would be all it took to break us apart? That it would make us hate each other? Sorry to say, but that's a huge mistake on your part. I believe in my friends. They'll never get taken in like that.
Grr, you're so stupid! What kind of sensei are you?
I'm warning you now. If you really are Teddy, then we'll get you back to normal no matter what it takes, even if it costs us our lives.
Is he being used?
But if you're an imposter hiding behind Teddy's face, I will make you pay for toying with us.
Right. What's the identity of Teddy? General Teddy. Teddy scoffs and turns around. The monitor suddenly switches off, suddenly turning on us without any signs of remorse. That's not like Teddy at all. No, he's most likely not the real Teddy. Zany anger in his face only strengthens my suspicions. Someone must be taking Teddy's form to make it look like he's the...
That girl's come around.
Yep. I immediately rush to Yukiko's side.
Yukiko, are you alright? I'm sorry I couldn't go easy on you.
No, it's okay. You weren't your usual self, but I could tell by your eyes that there was something going on. I'm sorry, too. Did I hurt you?
Kinda, yeah. I sure wouldn't want to get into it with you again.
Yeah, of course not. I try to pass it off as a joke, and we look at each other and laugh. Things are going the same way as they have with Yosuke.
Hey, did I say things that offended you earlier?
What things did you just say, you? Seriously.
Yes. You did.
Like what? Yukiko hesitates, as if even remembering it is a difficult experience. What in the world did my illusion say to her? I bet it was something horrible. Whoever's doing this certainly finding the most annoying way of getting us to fight. But what I supposedly said to her does not matter. Yukiko is still hesitant to bring up, so I'll tell
I don't need to know what I said. I just wanted to see if my guess was right. It looks like our enemy has the power to confuse our senses. My first opponent was Yosuke, and he told me a similar story after we fought.
You said something bad to Yosuke-kun, too? What did you tell him?
You sure you want to know?
If I'm the only one admitting to what happened, that's not fair, is it? But that curiosity is in line with Yukiko, I know. I evade the issue with a smile and call out to Miss President, who's standing behind us.
What kind of people are you? Oh, right. We used our personas.
Yeah, we should at least explain to her what's going on.
Yeah, that's right. She did see everything that had just happened. This would be a good opportunity to tell her everything. I introduced Miss President and Yukiko to each other and fill in the parts that I had left out in my previous explanation. I'll tell her about the personas. I tell her that we're actually in a war inside the television. And I tell her how the scenery here changes according to the hearts of the people who enter it. She looks doubtful while I'm taking, but considering that she just started to see art and personas only moments ago, she doesn't immediately deny it. Still, it seems that she can't accept it all either. She crossed her arms as if I lost in thought. On the other hand, it seems that Yukiko didn't know that Yasogami High had a new student council president either. Yukiko apologizes for not having paid attention to the elections in April.
And that's it in a nutshell.
Yep, and that's
So that's what you meant by falling into a TV.
Yeah, which makes me believe this school could be a part of your mind that's materialized.
This school came from me? That's a lot to swallow. I'm not surprised. Why is it different this time around, though? Usually the victim's shadow appears first.
Yeah, that's right. I have doubts about that too. There's a reason why it's dangerous for people who can't use their personas to enter this world. Besides the obvious reasons such as not being able to escape and being unable to protect themselves from shadows. A person's shadow separates from them. The shadows that split off are strongly attached to the original people they came from and will try to harm them to try to become independent identities. I hadn't given it much thought since Miss President seems so energetic, but it's still possible that this happened to her as well. I put this together with the conversation I had with Teddy a moment ago.
The Teddy who's hosting this tournament, what if he's actually this girl's shadow?
Yeah, what if he...
Huh?
I noticed he got agitated when I called him an imposter.
He is agitated. If you call him an imposter, he gets easily agitated. I get agitated when somebody makes fun of me. Do you? get it. I get easily agitated when COVID got all over the place. I mean, it sucks, seriously.
A fake Teddy would mean he's someone else using Teddy's form.
I see. If this place reflects Miss President's heart, her shadow must be here. And right now, the strongest candidate is...
Who? Who is? That's right. If people saw an illusion, then at the very least the enemy has the power to delude our senses, make us see and hear things that aren't here. On top of that, it can alter what others can hear and say and see us do. If it can do that, then I can easily see that our enemy can use that power to change its appearance. That means it could be impersonating Teddy and leading this tournament. That still is the question as to why it would take on the appearance of someone it doesn't know. I've seen shadows in the past that took on bizarre appearances, but this is the first time I've seen one impersonate an existing person. Does this shadow have some kind of objective? When I come to my senses, I see that Miss President had turned pale and is staring down at the ground. All this talk of shadows in another world doesn't seem to be reaching her, but she seems troubled at the thought she might be causing all this trouble. I would tell her that the actions of her shadow aren't her fault, but Miss President...
I'm gonna check out the announcement room.
Go ahead.
That General Teddy's behind the whole shebang, right? And if he came from me, then I gotta own up to the responsibility. As student body president, I can't let this go.
Wait, you're being reckless. We'll take care of the shadow. You need to...
What? Get out of this TV world? And how am I supposed to do that? Go on. Show me the door.
Well...
Well, what? Her eyes were filled with the fires of determination, just as they had been when I first met her. Her senses of responsibility and awarenesses of her duty say that...
Your little cousin's in the announcement room. And you're gonna go save her, right? I might not be as strong as the two of you, but I'm no slouch in a fight. Wouldn't it be better if we went together?
No, don't you understand? This world is...
I know it's dangerous, but there's gotta be something only I can do to help.
What do you mean?
Hell, that aside, I can't leave after causing so much trouble. Making friends fight each other. I'm going on ahead. You don't want to waste time arguing, yeah?
Miss President declares this in a voice that brooks no argument and takes off running. Yikes, I wasn't expecting her to behave rashly like this. I remember how fast she can run. If I'm going to go after her, I need to go at once.
Please, you have to go after her.
Yeah, it looks like Yukiko is trying to tell you to go after the girl. Is he? Yukiko seems to be hesitating, knows exactly what to say. She's right. There's so much we don't understand, but there's no way the investigation team can let a victim run off to die. Yukiko ignores the fact that I will be leaving her alone and tells me to follow a girl whom she only just met. This is the exact opposite of the behavior she's been displaying before the fight. That's the Yukiko Amagi I know. I'm ashamed that I have even slightly let myself be confused by the way I had heard speak before I answer her. Let's see here. What choices do I choose?
Mm-hmm. I believe in you.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good choice. Yukiko nods to me and I turn and begin running as fast as I can. I have to rely on the faint echoes of footsteps. I had to pursue Miss President through the school. I can't use my memories on the school in order to navigate because the invisible walls are everywhere. The announcement rooms upstairs. That obviously limits the path that she can take. I will catch up with her no matter what. I've been running after Miss President for a while, but I still can't catch sight of her. She's so fast, it's almost supernatural. I even begin to think that her path may not be hindered by the invisible walls. Wait a second. Now that I think about it, she's not a participant in the P1 Grand Prix. She didn't appear in the introduction video, and even though she'd been here while I faced off with Yukiko, she wasn't affected by the rules. Could she be able to walk through these walls? If so, then catching up to her will be quite difficult, just as I'm thinking of this. Suddenly a blue door appears in my path. I've seen this before. It's the entrance to the Velvet Room. I don't have time to deal with this, or so I think, but when I consider the timing of its appearance, I can't help but to feel that there must be a reason for it. I make up my mind and reach for the door. As I walk through the door, I feel a slight sense of lightheadedness, and I close my eyes for a second. open my eyes, I'm still in my usual position. Margaret is still inquiring at me.
You seem flustered, but time has no meaning here.
Margaret politely tells me, hurry, I'm staying with nothing. I have to get out.
It seems you've emerged victorious and have come away with a piece of the truth. Though you are in a garden of deceit, you have the vision to go forward. Very impressive.
Is that student council president's shadow really the cause of all this then?
Who can say? All I know is that you are getting ever closer to the truth. There is one thing I can tell you.
What? Margaret's golden eyes are
If that girl's shadow is the cause of this misfortune, she will face her trial. But it's separate from your fate. You have your own trial to overcome. Keep that to heart.
My own trial.
I didn't need to, but
Everyone sees various things in you that draw them to you. Salvation, hope. I myself find fascination in watching over you. May not be the author of your trials, but you are destined to be tested.
Yup. Margaret smiles mischievously and nods towards me. Notice my feeling of lightheadedness passes and I return to that odd whirly school. Blue door is nowhere to be found, as if it had never been there to begin with. I look up. I still don't understand what my own trial is supposed to be, but for some reason, my mind has cleared up a bit. Okay, that blue door kind of reminds you of Disney Magical Mirror starring Mickey Mouse on Capcom. Well, like I said, no copyright infringement intended at all, ever. Okay. How many scenes are there? In any case, I need to keep chasing after Miss President, and now I immediately see a recognizable feature of her long ponytail.
Wait!
Down her.
It's too dangerous to go alone.
That's right, you. Miss President turns around in response to my voice. She's smiling. I wasn't.
Color me impressed that you managed to catch up to me so quick.
This calmness. Had she expected that I would follow her? I'm beginning to feel like she's toying with me. But I understand now. Nothing I can say to her will change her mind.
Promise me that you won't leave my side. And you can't do anything rash. If you can't agree to those terms, I'll have to force you into protective custody. This is a matter of life and death for you.
Sure thing. Then let's get to that announcement room together.
I thought that I'd be able to keep her in check by saying that her life was in danger, but she didn't seem to take any notice. She just shrugged and accepted my proposal. She's quite hard to deal with. I'm not sure if she knows how I'm feeling.
Hey.
She speaks up.
Mind if I ask you something?
What is it?
What is she gonna ask you, you? There's a moment of silence, just as I'm about to ask her to go on. Miss President.
It's tough, being forced to fight your friends, huh?
Yup, it is hard.
Oh, sorry. You don't gotta answer.
Of course. She must be still thinking about my fights with Yukiko. True, I'm slightly hesitant to talk about any of this, but this is a question that must be answered.
No, you're right. If I could avoid it, I would. But I believe in my friends.
You mean your friends won't hate you after the fight? Or you think they'll understand that you don't really want to fight?
Her voice is
I don't know. Both, maybe. I mean, there's no way we'd fight each other without some kind of reason.
Will she believe that answer? I study Miss President's face, but when she opens her mouth, she has an unexpected.
What if
pleading look in her eyes.
you had to kill each other?
Kill each other? I truly hadn't anticipated that question. I'm caught off guard by how I hadn't even considered it. It's true, there's no guarantee that this General Teddy won't suddenly decide to make us fight to the death on a whim.
Sorry, That was probably over the line. I don't know why I said that.
I wouldn't let it happen.
Of course not. Even if I was forced into such a situation, I would never follow that order. That's all I can say right now. But after hearing my answer, Miss President cast her eyes down again. After seeing that behavior, how do I put this? I felt a sense of inquiry. Why could that be? Something doesn't feel like her. Could Miss President be carrying some imaginable burden that she has yet to confide in us? Is it so heavy that she would ask a question of me? Speaking of which, if General Teddy does turn out to be her shadow, what does that mean about whatever repressed thoughts she truly has? Suddenly, it seems that her courageous and cheerful demeanor are a mirror image of that, and a slight sense of fear chills my spine. My thoughts raced through my head while we walked out.
What are you doing?
I thought I broke my nose for a moment. It's that invisible wall again. Even though I should have been expecting them, I relaxed my guard and walked right into the one. I hold my nose and waved away.
There's an invisible wall. I don't think I can go through here.
Oh my god, that groan kind of sounds like Ichigo from Bleach when he talks. That's Giant Bosch.
An invisible wall? Oh, that must have been why you broke out of the mime act every now and then. Well, if I can pass through, it must only be blocking the tournament fighters. This world sure is out there.
Exactly. This president walks right through the place I had bumped into, so that must be the case. As I imagined, this president is unaffected by these walls. Is it because she's not one of the fighters in the Grand Prix? Of course, if General Teddy really is her shadow, maybe the normal rules don't apply to her. The entrance is leading to the school buildings ahead of us, but perhaps worst of all is that the wall I had walked into is blocking me from reaching there. I'll just have to find some other way. No, there are walls there too, and the same can be said for the direction towards the entrance. A thought crosses my mind as I check back for the way we had come. As I thought, another invisible wall is formed where I just passed, and I can't go back. With walls in every direction, there's nowhere I can go. I'm trapped, and if I can't go anywhere,
Be careful. This probably means...
What? Look, a soccer ball. An umbrella. It reminds you of Umbrella Corporation. But it's an orange version of Umbrella Corporation, but has no red and white on it. That's strange. So when I call out to Miss President, General Teddy appears on the monitor in the entryway. It means my third round of the P1 Grand Prix is about to begin. Oh, great.
Is your snout okay, Sensei? Geez, you're such a klutz.
Oh, great. Not
You're still
only
using that form? It's getting old. Why don't you just show your true self?
Boy, you've gotten peevish. I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
He's nuts. I was intentionally trying to rile him up, but he wasn't falling for it. It looks like I'm not going to get him to reveal anything that way. I
Okay.
changed tactics.
So who's my next opponent?
Ooh, now you're getting into the spirit of things. Let me guess, you're starting to enjoy beating up your friends? Okay, with the next challenger, come on down.
You don't enjoy beating up your friends, you. That's rude, and it's not okay. Oh, great. What's the next opponent gonna be? Alright. The general doesn't pick up my intentions and loudly yells out what happens to be in his pre-battle catchphrase. Smoke pours out, and who should appear from the smoke but the person I was expecting to see? 4 of us enter the TV together. I've already fought against Yosuke and Yukiko. Then...
That's what I thought. You're the last of us, after all.
Yep, The Last of Us. Like the video game. Came out on PS3.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd be next, too.
It's Chie. Chie laughs along with me. For the moment, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her words and actions, but I can't let my guard down around her. After all, I felt the same way when I encountered Yukiko too. But as I say, the third time's the charm. I have to see if Chie is in her right mind. I decided the best way to do is to be calm and start.
Chie, you know what they're doing, right?
before I can begin to explain.
Yeah,
the
I
customer.
know. The stuff we say gets twisted around so we end up fighting each other, right? Don't worry. You're the son of a bitch who left us as soon as the last case ended, but you're still our good friend.
Really? Did you have to call you a son of a bitch, GA? Seriously, that's rude. Well, that hairstyle reminds you of Uraraka from My Hero Academia.
I mean, you have it easy. You're just fighting your friends. I had to keep killing over and over, all because of you humans!
Whoa. Now this is obvious. Chie is clearly not herself. It's so blatant her words don't offend me at all. Moreover, it's not just out of character, but Chie would never say anything like that. And you humans? That's as good as confessing that you're not a human. Oh right, carnivore, was it? Miss President is watching us from nearby. She looks more dumbfounded than worried. Still, what Chie said at the end caught my attention. I had to keep killing
More
those
stuff
who
about
were-
killing, huh? Miss President was talking about it earlier, too. This must be.
What?
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Hurts. Hurts.
What
I'll
hurt?
give you a taste of the pain they put me through!
Wow. She's not even trying to sound like Chie anymore. I can't even begin to understand what she's talking about. But if a shadow is intentionally making people say these things, what does it mean about Miss President? Killing each other? All because of humans? What kind of secret past could the new student council president of Yasogami High be harboring? No, now's not the time for this. I'll have to look into this after we clear all the...
Let's do this, Chie.
Yeah. Here we go. I ignore her words and draw my sword. Immediately, Rize's voice echoes through the arena as if she was waiting for this.
Well, round 3 of the P1 Grand Prix already. Word on the street is that the carnivore may have a slight advantage.
Into a 30-minute stream. Probably gonna end it at 1:55 or something. Probably would. Probably won't. Oh great, Laura Bailey.
Will you, Senpai, all talk and no skill, manage to eke out a win this time?
Sounds just like Alt Maka from Soul Eater. And
Let's get
Calculated
this
Thieves.
show on the road. Ready?
Hope you're ready to kick that bitch's ass. Sorry. Yep. Tomoe. Her persona is Tomoe.
Final.
Here,
Fight!
Senpai's
Ow,
secret
dang
kung
it.
fu style.
Big ass. Yeah,
You're unstoppable.
spike.
Oh, already. This'll be good.
Wow. Okay. Really command list. What do I do to have my persona full? First. Here. X. XYB.
Looks like the fight already connected.
What?
Decided.
I knew you'd be impossible.
How
That's right,
unfortunate.
bitch.
Better luck next
Look at her
time.
eyes. Yep. I'll show her who's boss. Okay then, let's go back, shall we? I've won. I lowered my sword and began slowing my breathing. I don't believe it. I don't believe I injured Chase too badly. Considering this was my 3rd time having to do this, I feel like I'm getting pretty good at not having to seriously wound people in a fight.
Wipe that smug look off your face. This isn't fun at all!
Rude. General Teddy has seen the fights end without any injuries and spits his word through the monitor. Asshole Teddy. The image on the monitor then disappears without any further. Let him say whatever he wants. I follow the friends I came into the TV with, and none of them were hurt. All that's left is to head to the announcement room and make sure Nanuko's safe. And then we'll be able to go home. I walk over to Chie and help her off the ground. Off the ground, that is. She's come back to her senses, and she seems a little sheepish.
I think so.
Yeah, that's the right thing.
Man, you're
Yeah.
strong. I'm kind of shocked at how much of a difference there is between us.
Yep, Erin Fitzgerald is so awesome as Chie. She also the girl from Naruto Shippuden, the crystal chick. Well, she is beautiful. Look who's talking. I've never been kicked around so badly in my life. I wait for Chie to reach her feet and then tell her everything that happened.
So the others are safe too? Oh, what a relief. I was pretty worried.
Yep, beautiful smile she's got. She is so relieved that she sits down on the floor once more. I can't help but smile at that reaction. She really does care about her friends. Yeah, these are the people I believe in. Seeing us exchange smiles like nothing was wrong, Miss President sounds perplexed when
You
she
guys
speaks
really
up.
are tight, aren't you? Makes me jealous.
Well, we did spend a whole lot of time together last year because of that case. Sure, I was
Yeah.
surprised to hear such weird stuff coming from him, but I know he'd never say any of that to me. Wait a sec. Who are you?
Oh, I forgot about that. I quickly introduced Miss President and told Chie that she may be a victim of this case. But Chie looks again and at Miss President
Huh?
suspiciously.
The student council president? You mean ours? That doesn't seem right. I remember the new president being a guy.
What are you
Yeah.
saying? I'm the student council president. Who else would I be?
Rude.
I'm pretty sure, though. Maybe if you told me your name, I'd remember.
My name...
Miss President stops moving. What's going on? She can't tell us her name. That's not a strange question, is it? But for some reason, Miss President seems unable to answer. I sense some kind of incoherent melancholy for her. Chie and I share a tense glance.
My name's...
Well, your
What's
name's
wrong?
what?
My... memories... No, I don't want to fight anymore. Why do we have to kill one another?
Kill one another? I gasp when I hear the words fall from her mouth. I don't know what's crossing her mind right now, but she's definitely not acting normal. I glance at Chie and try to approach Miss President in the hopes of finding her alone. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
Oh!
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Whoa. Sorry. Pardon my language, please. Excuse my language. Wow. Without warning, Miss President begins flailing her arms as if trying to ward off demons that they don't need to see us. Chie reaches out with and concern. Miss President's arms catches Chie and
Chie!
easily knocks her aside. What power! I barely managed to catch Chie before she slams to the concrete wall. Still, this sudden breakdown. What in the world happened to Miss President? Once I help Chie back to her feet, we carefully approach from both sides. It's be a little rough, but it can't be helped. Can't ask her anything while she's like this. But at the
What?
No way.
Before I know, Miss President is flying through the air. She was jumping. For a moment, I can't comprehend what I'm seeing. This is no ordinary leap. She was a standstill, but now her entire body is suddenly up higher than my head. Her jumping ability is unbelievable. Ouch! Chie and I look in astonishment as Miss President kicks off the ceiling to change directions and lands at a full run.
Wow. Who is that girl?
Yeah,
Did
who
I
is
say
that
something
girl?
to offend her? She did mention something about her memories.
No, you didn't say anything to offend
Come
her,
to think of
Chie.
it, her memories did seem a little muddled. Maybe she was on the verge of getting them back.
What kind of memory would make her go nuts and run away like that?
I can't answer Chie at all. What if you had to kill each other? I heard Miss President's sad voice in my head. Chie apparently wasn't expecting me to answer her, and she doesn't.
I'll wait
seem
here.
to think.
Make sure you rescue her, okay?
Yeah. Her voice is strong and confident. To drive the point home, she pokes my chest with her fingers as if ordering me. Even though she might be in danger to herself, she's worrying about others. All my friends are like that. That makes me really happy right now. I asked Chie if she'd be alright on her own. She fires back, let me worry about that. I nod to her and begin running after Miss President once more. I will save her no matter what. hallway. Even though I was running as fast as I could, the invisible wall keeps preventing me from making so much headway. I attempt to strike at the walls, but
So many invisible walls, one after another. If Miss President can pass through them, I don't know if I can keep up the pursuit.
that wall is very slash-proof, and bulletproof. The announcement room is still my destination. There's no way to know that there was Miss President headed as well, but there's a shadow waiting for me there. I'll need to get there anyway. Teddy and Reese should be in the announcement room, and if Nanako is being held captive, that's where she'll be as well. I have to keep running, but yet another wall blocks the hallway. At first, I think that this is a dead end. I realize that I can cut through a classroom and come out to the other side of the wall. It's forcing me to enter the room, rather than letting me go straight. This probably means I brace myself at the door. Oh great, the classroom. The moment I step inside, a familiar voice that goes in my mind.
Hi. Senpai! Can you hear me? Please answer me!
It's Rise
That
again.
voice. Is that you, Rise? The real one?
It's the annoying bitch. The voice isn't coming from the PA system. I'm actually hearing it in my head. This has to be the work of Rise.
Thank goodness. I've been all alone since that weird fake Teddy captured me. And then you were all fighting each other.
I can hear the reliefs in her voice. She sounds so different from the insensitive and rude voice that has been coming from the PA system. This is...
Where are you now, Rise? Can you locate where I am?
I'm sorry, I don't think there's time. I'm stuck in the announcement room.
Yep.
Please, Senpai, you have to hurry. If you don't, he'll...
Holy shit. That scream reminds you of Keiko Yukimura from Yu Yu Hakusho. Isn't that right? Well, her scream reminds me of Keiko. That's because she's Laura Bailey, right, guys? I'm sorry.
Rise! What's wrong, Rise?
Oh, great. There's no answer. The communication's been cut off. Has something happened to the announcement room? My heart's beginning racing. The enemy made us fight each other, so participating in this tournament, they captured Rise as well. It's clear to me that they must have been worried about using her persona's power to tell us the truth, but that's not important right now. If she was captured to prevent her from contacting us, then the enemy must think of Rise as being valuable and knows who had to fight. She's not okay, but who knows what may happen.
Pardon me for interrupting while you are lost in thought.
Whose voice is that? Who's that girl? Hand brushes my shoulder. In surprise, I jump away and draw my sword. I can't believe I let myself get so lost. I thought I didn't know someone until they touched me. It's the second time I let myself get so distracted. I used to have my friends with me while we investigated last year. I can't pay attention to the entire world on my own. I need to brace myself. I look up and see another familiar face. A girl with a blonde hair and striking blue eyes. Wait, that girl? A girl? Her face and voice seem human-like, but the rest of her, there's metal everywhere, all over her body. Oh, that's the voice of Catherine, Laura Bailey. Catherine with a C, that is. She voices her as well. For a moment I wonder if this is just an elaborate costume, but I can see the interior framework of her body.
I didn't mean to startle you.
Is it Laura Bailey who voices the mechanical
You're...
chick?
It's nice to meet you. My name is Aegis. And no, I am not human.
Aegis is voiced by Laura
You
Bailey.
are the one from the introduction video, listed as the Sister Complex Kingpin of Steel, Narukami-san, correct?
Oh, great. Like Stanley Complex Ghost in the Shell, right? The question catches me off guard. I wasn't expecting much of a complete stranger to call me that. And did she just say she wasn't human? Well, when Yosuke called me by that stupid title, I knew it was a joke. But when a stranger says it sounds like they truly believe it.
Nanako is important to me, but calling it a complex is stretching things.
You would piss him off. Wait a second. I was trying to play it off, but I ended up blurting out Nanako's name anyway. Calm down. I need to take this conversation away from the subject.
Aegis-san, was it? Why are you here?
Our primary objective is the destruction of shadows, but we have come to this world on a different mission.
The destruction of shadows.
Yep. She fights shadows, but how can she
And
do
does that mean...
Yes,
What?
I have a persona as well. Though my body is a machine, personas are the strength of the heart after all.
What's her persona? Just as I thought. I'm surprised to find another persona user outside of my group of friends and a robot on top of that. I can't come to grips with all this. From the way we are talking, she seems just like a normal person, only in an interesting suit. True, I've seen stories on the news about robots looking uncannily like real humans, but isn't something like this far beyond those? Still, I can't help but believe the evidence of my own eyes. I mean, I've been hopping in and out of the TVs for the last few years. For the past year. Who am I to say what's strange or not? Perhaps the technology behind her creation has supernatural roots of her own. I find myself growing more and more interested in how she came to be here, but I have to put aside that for now. There's something I need to find out from her first. This P1 Grand Prix is so unfamiliar to that events of last year, but to think that it would involve someone like her, I don't have a clear picture of everything that's happening, that's for sure. I call myself and ask her what I feel to tell me what she
And what is
feels.
this mission of yours?
She opens her mouth and responds. The monitor inside the classroom turns on. Oh, great. It's at the moment that I suddenly remember. It's Teddy, General Teddy. It's likely that I'm going to have to fight her here. I've forgotten about sensing that
Aha! So that's where you got to, Sensei. I've been looking all over for you.
What a douche.
Ooh, who's the honey? Were you in the middle of trying to score with her?
Pervert.
As if you didn't know. You're the one who lured us both here.
Mayana? Monster say I forgot.
Oh
Sanyo.
my, did you figure it out? I didn't have a choice after those guys decided on their own to horn in on the fun. You're a bright boy, Sensei. You know what's coming next, don't you?
Oh, what a gay hat. General Lamar just gives me a twisted smile. Could Aegis-san be a mission that would cause him trouble? I can't figure out what his motives are, but he's using us to crush each other. In other words, she's the next challenger that's being against me. Aegis-san seems to understand this as well as staring in the monitor with a quiet...
Sorry about this. Do you know the rule of this tournament?
Only the victor of each match may move on. Yes?
I have nothing against you, but I'm in a hurry for my own reasons.
Neither of us, in other words, can back down. Then there should be no hard feelings.
Yeah, Aegis-san is professionally straightforward about this. She immediately takes a fighting stance. The bitter thought comes to me. It's tough being forced to fight my friends, but for some reason having to hurt someone that I don't even know is tougher. Another thought comes on the heels of that one. I don't know this girl. Perhaps her appearance means that there are urgent problems, and an ordinary student like me can't face them. What gives me the right to stop her on a mission? Shouldn't I know what is at stake before I take a good word from her? Thankfully, it seems that she hasn't gone mad like my other friends. Perhaps the enemy doesn't even care about clouding the minds of people who don't know each other. We're still capable of understanding each other, and we should talk this over before...
That will not do. We will speak more of this after one of us wins.
Yeah. Aegis-san says this so quickly, it's as if she's reading my mind. For a moment I'm struck by how she could have known what I was thinking, but I realize that she's right. What good would it do for us to talk things over? True, the loser cannot leave this room, but until we have a battle, neither of us is going anywhere. It doesn't really matter if we can come to an understanding or not. Until we have our fight, none of our goals are going to be accomplished. If that's the case, then it's better we don't hear about each other's problem before we fight. That could be why Augustin hasn't told me anything. This must be the version of kindness. I suddenly reached ready for my sword. Augustin appears to smile brightly when I do. Right, I'm not going to give up on what I'm fighting for either. I need Nanako and my friends to be safe, and I have to make sure that this president's okay. I will use everything that I can to protect them. To thank her for her consideration and make a point to announce that I'm ready to
Then here goes. There's no need to hold back.
Indeed. Let us do battle.
Yeah, let's go. We have to kick that android girl's ass. Okay, we're in 11. And we're ready to kick that chick's ass, right? The persona is Athomi.
Final. Fight!
Okay.
Heavy damage!
Oh, heavy damage.
No! Severe impact!
Okay.
Some damage! Keep going!
Ow!
Upward!
Enough!
Here I go!
Oh, that fucking hurts.
I summon you!
Fuck me. Oh, man. First, come on. Let's try the oops. Oops.
Upward! Anti-air! Severe impact! Persona!
Ow.
Light damage! Guarding!
Shit.
Ready to cannon!
How do I guard?
Please hit!
How the fuck do you guard? Seriously, how do you guard? Oh god.
What?
Ow!
Persona, rise up! Damage! Severe
I'll show you,
impact!
man. Shield
Light damage! Evaded!
up! Over here!
Evaded!
Over here!
Motor functions shutting down!
Almost dead. Oh great. I almost died. I guess it's getting annoying. Okay.
Wowza! Now that's the sensei I know! That hunk of junk was no match for you!
Really?
Serves you right! Keep suffering! Friend against friend,
Asshole.
beating the heck out of each other!
Machine with the power of a persona. She's made to fight shadows, but I had no idea what she's capable of. I feel like my mind's been drained even more than my body. It angers me to see that the general is watching over us without an expression of joy, as if we are some performers for his amusement.
I don't know why you're making us fight, but it's pointless. We aren't fighting because we hate each other. The reason we can fight is because we respect and trust each other.
A low growl. That's the only sound I hear. The real Teddy's never made such a hateful sound.
Stupid!
Actually, rather
You're
scary.
such a dumbass! What's with you?
That sounds like Laura Bailey's. The image of the monitor distorts along with that outburst. The general is having trouble remembering to act as someone else. His face bulges and ripples disturbingly as his hate pours through the screen, and he pretends that copying the adorable stupidity of the real Teddy is gone now. I notice that the voice that's spitting out these hateful words is not
Respect?
Teddy either.
Trust? So what if you don't hate each other? You're not like me! I was forced to fight against my will! I destroyed them with my own hands! You should all have to go through the hell I've suffered! See how it feels to destroy everyone you call a friend! If I knew this was gonna happen, I would have made the rules so you had to
Wow.
kill your opponent to move on!
General on the monitor.
What are you talking about? Why did you set this tournament up?
The moment I say that, I feel that all of the dots have come connected. And this president has asked out of the blue if we're going to be forced to kill each other. Harmless, barring killing one another. Or was that something that had come directly from her past? Maybe she had been forced to fight against peoples she didn't want to fight. But she not have been forced to destroy something that was precious to her? There's no way to know for sure, but it's possible. Considering this, it kind of explains why Shadow would have been created for her human tournament like this. That is, she wanted to feel what she went through. I might not be entirely correct, but I feel like I'm close to the truth. So I asked General Teddy about my suspicions, but as I'm voice.
Pardon
Oh.
my eccentric entrance.
Whose voice is that? Someone come crashing through the ceiling. What in the world? I rush over to Igus Sand to protect her from the falling debris. It's Elizabeth. When I look up, I see a young woman emerge from the cloud of dust. While not as strange as Igus, she seems a little uncommon as well. But even besides that, why does she have to come through the ceiling? This room is doors. Makes no sense at all. I've been about to get to the heart of the matter with the General Teddy, but the monitor in this room has been destroyed along with the ceiling. Though she and apologizing
Oh,
again.
please excuse me. I didn't have the faintest idea that someone would be here.
Who voices
Faintest?
Feigned? Fiend? Something along those lines at any rate.
her? Oh, great. What the hell is she talking about? Who in the world is this person? Wait a second. Is that Megan Hollenstein who voices her? Is it? No, that's not it. That blue suit she's wearing, it looks familiar. With that silver hair and golden eyes.
Are you from the Velvet Room?
My, is this what's known as being hit on? A forbidden ritual where one human approaches another based solely on appearance and bets on the inner self being equally attractive.
What? No, I'm not hitting on you. You just remind me of someone I know.
Okay, so that actually sounded like I was really hitting on her. Oh, I need to stop thinking about that.
Do you happen to know anyone by the name of Margaret?
Margaret.
When she repeats the name, her face seems unsurprisingly youthful. I'd be taken aback by her bizarre speech and actions, but this girl could be younger than me. Her profile simultaneously evokes the image of a pondering philosopher and an innocent chick. I can't figure out how exactly to speak to her. Should I be more polite? I guess that doesn't matter too much. Anyway, wearing what the nicest... nice ties is the most
Oh,
important
actually,
thing
we
now.
should introduce ourselves first. I'm Yu Narukami.
Ah, that had slipped my mind also. My name is Elizabeth.
It's Elizabeth. Is that Laura? Did Laura Bailey voice
Dear
this
me,
girl?
to hear that name fraught with memories in such a mundane, remote place.
She thinks of this world as a mundane place. That's confusing. Yeah, someone in above may be out in the countryside, but I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. It's gotta be Eden Regal? Something? The girl Elizabeth suddenly was...
Margaret is indeed my sister's name.
It's gotta be Kate Higgins who voiced Elizabeth? Or, oh no. Or Cindy Robinson or Karen Strassman. I can't even tell,
Can I take that
honestly.
to mean that you are another guest of that room?
I see. So she's Margaret's sister. That would
Elizabeth-san, huh?
explain her.
Well, I guess that's the case. It's true that there was a time when I visited that room.
Igor, Margaret, and now Elizabeth. It seems there are more people who call that place home than I thought. I'm glad I met Margaret.
But why is a resident of the Velvet Room here? Did Margaret send you with a message or something?
I am currently utterly neglecting my duties.
Is that so?
Alright. That doesn't really tell me much, and I have no response anyway, so what possessed her to come blasting in through the ceiling instead of using the door? I decided not to bother asking that. I met so many different people over the last year, but trying to have a conversation with this girl is like trying to ride a wild horse. She just goes around to ignore the direction. I'm trying to steer us towards and just veer off whenever she wants. Best just hold on and go along for the ride then. Maybe if I pay attention, she'll tell me something worth my time. Even if I try to ask questions, she's likely just confused here anyway. Just as if I'm having that thought, the girl seems to have noticed my hesitations and starts to talk about herself. Her eyes are lit with a sincere passion.
I have a certain desire. It may take a very long time for it to be realized.
In order for my wish to be granted, I require a power much greater than what I have. The power of the wild card that changes bonds into strength.
I know a little about the wild card, but
I feel that the first glue to granting my wish lies within that power.
glue?
What kind of
Flu?
glue is it?
Influenza. Something along those lines at any rate.
Really? She's having trouble coming up with the right words, but I can hear the sincerity in her speech. Probably. In other words, I think she means that the power of the wild card is related to her desire and came here. I don't think it's worth it to ask how she knew it had that power, or where she found out about it. Just as if I'm struggling to follow the meandering path of her conversation, she brings up her an outrage.
Might I suggest that you and I fight?
Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to fight. What? Someone please tell me how she reached the conclusion that this was a great idea. I don't think I have the chance of taking her out of it, though. But of course I have to try, so I say.
Oh, how excited this is making me. My expectations are ascending skyward at Mach speed. To be direct, I'd like for you to show me the potential slumbering within you.
Let me make sure of something, just in case. You understand what I'm saying, right? There's no illusions at work?
Such parlor tricks can get stuffed.
I see. So you're actually in your right mind here. That's kind of, impressive.
Yeah, well, maybe she understood what I meant when I mentioned the illusions. If that's so, then she must have at least have the idea of what's going on around here. And even though she might be understand it, she still wants to fight me. I wonder though if she's unable to General Teddy's plans and invite herself into the tournament. Do the usual rules apply? As if I think about it, Elizabeth Sen taps her foot on the ground and takes a fighting posture. She really does want to fight. The huge leather-bound book in her hand fell. Torn, the power pours from the open book with a blue light. I can't believe that this strange girl has such imaginable power. She seems so aloof. No, it needed more time to correct the call.
All right. I won't be able to hold back.
To be honest, I was really only saying I had hopes of bluffing her. I have absolutely no room to hold back in this fight. I really cast off my fear and focus on the upcoming battle. There's no room for doubt. I need to hit her with my full strength from the start. Even if I were able to fight her with the intent of killing her, I'd be lucky not to end up dead myself. At least that's how I feel.
Let us do this. Your fate is in the cards.
Alright. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to... looks like her persona is Steel is,
Final. Fight!
Alright. I think I'm gonna end this stream.
Let's change things up.
Yep. What percentage are we in right now?
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists.
6% complete. Alright. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna end the stream for now, people. I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. Before I say this, I'm gonna have to add it on YouTube. So, yeah, goodbye. Take care, everyone. That's enough for tonight. See you there. Don't forget to watch Dimension W on Crunchyroll or Funimation, alright? Came out on Toonami over 5 years ago. That's great. So bye. Take care. I'm Gabriel Belmonte signing off. That's it.